Now Palantir is being used at the forefront of what the IRS is trying to do, determine who they want to go after in form of audits. Now, the purpose of audits is to scare people into more accuracy in their tax returns. They're targeting high net worth people. They also have tools that allow them to monitor the blockchain. So this allows them to go in and look at some blockchain behavior by people who would be crypto investors as well. What does this mean to the average person? Well, it means that the IRS is coming out of the Stone Ages. One of the struggles that the IRS commissioner has said is that 40% of IRS audits result in no change. That means no additional taxes were collected. In other words, it was kind of a giant waste of everybody's time, and that's very expensive. In the past, they had over 100 systems and 700 methodologies for flagging who they should audit. And it's resulted in a lot of false audit flags, auditing people who didn't need to, and they're really wasting their time. So how can they get that no change percentage rate down? So they've moved to using software from Palantir. Palantir is a very bleeding edge data mining tool coupled with artificial intelligence, which brings structured and unstructured data together from internal sources plus external sources to help identify people who have high likelihood of not reporting their full amount of income on their tax return. So this is very significant. With the Palantir technique, they really narrowed it down, and they're really focusing on those people who are going to generate the highest amount of return. This pilot program has already completed, and I know that the IRS has had very good success because this is where they're trying to grow the company. I think we should all expect that the slow, plodding IRS of a decade ago is no longer here. They've received lots of money during the Biden administration. They significantly updated their techniques for going after people who are engaging in fraud. Never has there been a better time to get current with your tax return than now. If you're a crypto investor and you haven't been reporting all your crypto gains in the past, now's the time to start to move into more compliance to get away from underreporting you may have done in the past. There's still about 70% non-compliance rate in crypto reporters and not reporting all their income. So they're starting to tie the noose even tighter. 1099 DA information will start to be used. That's going to be a real major technique for them to start to audit people. And they're really going to go after people who are simply not reporting at all and those who are drastically underreporting. So this is going to be a big shift. The IRS continues to use warning letters to scare people into making their tax filings correct. I expect to see letters coming out from the IRS in the fall. The people who have underreported. They'd be using a letter 6174 or 6173. And these letters say, we know that you've been trading cryptocurrency. You should be reporting it these different ways. And if you haven't, you should amend your return and resubmit it. These letters have been disturbing a lot of people. They've been issuing them at the rate of 10,000 a month, really for about a year now, and they're continuing to do this. If you receive one of these letters, you should definitely give our office a call so we can discuss your situation. One of the things you don't want to do is call up the IRS and talk to them directly. Why? Because the IRS records your phone call. Regardless of who you're talking to, the phone call is saved and can be used as evidence against you later. So the best thing to do is to have a third-party person who's authorized to talk to the IRS without being recorded. So this is the approach you should consider. If you get a 6174 letter, it doesn't mean you did anything wrong. It just means the IRS is just trying to scare you a little bit. We talk to people all the time, and quite frequently, the advice we give people is to do nothing at all. Don't contact the IRS. Don't respond to the letter. It's just a warning letter. There's no required response. And you should self-assess, make sure that you're feeling in a comfortable position. We have techniques for helping you with our tax shield technology. And you should give our customer service staff a call, talk about your situation if you're concerned for having gotten one of these letters.